I had a best friend. His name was Jackson. We were together at secondary school as well as university. Jackson's mother and my mother were neighbors in the village and friends. A few years later, both of us started working. Every weekend, we were visiting our parents in the village with the packages of groceries. 3 years later, Jackson wanted to marry. And he called me and said, "Brother, I'm now financially independent and I want to marry. I want to settle down. I have found a woman I want to marry." And I said, "Wow, that's wonderful, brother. But first, talk to your mother about it. Let your mother advise about it. I'm just your friend, but your mother is the best person who can advise you about marriage." And Jackson presented the girl to his mother, and his mother rejected the girl. Jackson was very upset about it, and he said, "With or without you, I'll still marry this girl." Because Jackson loved that girl so much, the mother permitted him to marry her. And they spent 2 years without a child. One day, the wife to Jackson visited a certain church, and the prophet told her to come with the husband next Sunday, and they did. The prophet told the wife that your mother-in-law is the reason why you cannot bear children, because she's evil. And Jackson was told that your mother is a witch. This is the reason why you cannot have children and you will never have children. And Jackson was like, "Wow, I now understand the reason why she never wanted me to marry this girl, because my mother is a witch." And shortly Jackson called me and said, "Bro, I have nothing to do with my mother. I hate that woman so much." And I said, "Why? What is it, brother?" He said, "No, just know I don't need my mother again." And I said, "Look, brother, your mother is innocent. You cannot say that. If you really want pure blessings with no spot or wrinkle, please honor your mother. Your mother's love is pure love." Jackson said, "I'm not interested. I don't know what you're talking about, man." And Jackson stopped supporting his mother, and his mother was vulnerable. One day I visited my mother in the village with a package of groceries, and I even bought extra package of grocery for my best friend's mother. And my mother told me and said, "Joseph, what about your friend? Your friend has forsaken his mother. Try to talk to him." And I said, "No, even though I did, he will never listen." I visited Jackson's mother with a package of grocery, and I found her. She was very sick. And she said, "My son, how are you?" And I said, "I'm fine. You have brought me groceries." And I said, "Yes." She said, "No, not today. You can still take that package of grocery to my friend. I don't need this again. But please, when you go back in the city, talk to your friend and tell him that I love him so much. I hold no grudge for him. I am dying." Later in the evening, before I left the village, Jackson's mother died. And I called him. He said, "I have no business to do with that woman. It's good that she's dead." And I said, "Jackson, I'm telling you, you will remember your mother one day." Fast forward we buried Jackson, his mother, and I went back in the city. 1 year later, it was discovered that the woman Jackson married got married 3 times, and she never had a child. She never had children. That's the reason why she passed through 3 men, 3 marriages. And then later, the wife connived with that fake prophet to prophesy lies about Jackson, his mother. One day I received a call from Jackson, and he said, "Brother, I really miss my mother. I wish I could turn back the ends of time and just start over again. I really need my mother back in my life. I wish there's a way to apologize to my mother. I wish I could find a way to apologize, but I can't. It's hate, honestly speaking. I really miss my mother. My mother loved me genuinely." And I said, "What is it?" He said, "Come on. I want to remain single. I want to remain single forever." And I divorced that woman. That's how Jackson remained single. Let me talk to you. Your mother's love is pure love. If you are looking for love, you will find it from your parents. Honor your mother and your father, and God will bless you. If you find value in this video, like, share, follow, and comment. Together, we can change the world.